Hey y'all.
Welcome back to my channel. I said, hey.
Welcome back to my channel. Hey y'all, I'm Jazmyn W. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. But I do have a special guest today, and it is my mother. Hey, Ma.
Hey, Ma.
You have to say something whenever.
Hey, everybody.
Okay, great. Y'all know what we're here to talk about.
On your channel.
Ready to love.
Yes, ready to love. We skipped a whole episode here on my channel because I'm busy, y'all. Okay, booked and busy. Don't y'all want a girl to be blessed?
Amen.
I'm spitting. Anyway,
Oh, wow.
we're gonna skip the last episode or whatever, but we're gonna get right into this episode. The one thing I will say about the last episode is I'm glad Corey's raggedy, corny, concocting self was eliminated, so we didn't have to look at him this episode. Thank goodness. Okay.
I like Corey. Corey was just kind of cool, though.
Girl, what?
What was cool about Corey?
I mean, he just didn't care. Corey said, okay, whatever, I'm here.
Corey to me is like,
Dookie.
I don't know, he's like one of those people who is socially awkward in high school, but then when he got to college, he came into his own and he became a Kappa and all that. Honey, whenever I saw he was a Kappa, I didn't need to hear no more. But when he became a Kappa, he started realizing, oh, well, you know, the girls might kind of like me. He probably put on 30 or 40 pounds and then, you know, of muscle or whatever after high school. And then he felt like, you know, he didn't ever have to commit to a woman, and he didn't ever have to work on his social skills either because all the college girls liked him or whatever. And now he's just a corny old dude who is never going to go anywhere because he's too busy playing games.
Really?
Yes, really. Anyway, let's move on to this episode of Ready to Love. Now, we started off with Tommy's Tickle Me Tavern or whatever he called it with the men. And the one thing I said is, why we halfway through the process now. I said, how come only 2 of the guys left have hair? Men with hair, count your days. Okay, your days are numbered because they out here losing hair. I said, is there something in the hormones we eating or what is it?
I don't know, but the bald head look good, though.
I mean, the bald head look all right, but to have how many 9 or something guys left and only 2 of them got hair, I said, y'all need to stop eating all this meat.
Whoa.
That milk.
Anyway.
Is it chicken or what? Pork chops? What you think?
All of it. Probably beef because it's killing us and it's killing y'all hair follicles as well. But anyway.
Okay.
Sugar.
Tommy said, today we're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly.
I can't stop laughing. Oh my God.
How about we just talk about the ugly, Tommy?
Okay.
Anyway.
Relevant.
Let's start off with Walter and Zodia. They went on the date at the nail bar.
Oh,
Okay?
yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. So Walter's the mature man who lost his wife, and now he's looking to settle down again and have a family. Zodia just kind of be flirting with everybody, which I don't blame her for that. That's what you're on the dates to do.
Yeah.
And that's what Walter does too. So you can't really tell if they have a real connection or if they're just 2 flirty people. But you know, to me, flirting is fine, you know? So you're supposed to be on a date to flirt with somebody to see if you have chemistry or whatever.
Yeah.
And they seem to like each other a little bit or whatever.
Y'all look cute. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Zodia is one of my favorite. She's probably my favorite woman on the show, and I've said that. But Walter said something interesting, Ma. I want to know what you think. Walter said men don't choose women. Women choose men. So do you choose me? Do you agree with that?
Sometimes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that too. Yeah.
Because if you look at the man, he's, I might like him.
Yeah, you might.
And, you
yeah.
know, then you got to flirt, do all that so he can notice you, you know.
Yeah. So
yeah.
See,
What?
that's one thing I think young people like my age don't realize. It's like some of y'all be playing hard to get, but you do have to flirt.
You do. You really do,
You gotta
young
flirt.
ladies. You have to flirt a little bit. If you see somebody you like, you just got to flirt. Don't run
How
up
you-
there
how
and say,
you-
get your number. You got to wait for him to come to you.
How you flirt, Ma? What's one flirt tip you got for everybody?
Oh, if you're already fine, you ain't got to do too
Okay. Okay, enough said. Period. Okay, anyway, so next we have Sabrina and Shawn. They went on a date. So Sabrina is the half girl. I think she half Korean.
Yeah.
And Shawn is the newest guy on the show. I couldn't pay attention to the date because Sabrina lash was falling off. Did y'all see that? Her lash was all the way. I said, girl,
Sabrina?
Yeah. I don't know about y'all, but I can feel I know when my lash coming off. And maybe she just knew, but you know, she couldn't get up and go to the bathroom or something. I don't know. Maybe she didn't have no lash glue. Always keep lash glue in your purse.
If you got lashes. Yeah.
But anyway, Shawn decided now that he wants children at 50 years old. I wrote down, how you going to tell somebody that you want kids, but they got to make a choice about whether they want to continue to date you? She obviously doesn't want any more kids. She already has one. She's 45 or 44 years old. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This is what I have a problem with this. I put this on my Instagram last week. I said, is 45, which is how old Shawn is, too late to decide whether you want to have, or is it too late to still trying to decide whether you want to have kids or not? Is 45 too late?
No, not for a man. But he's got to get a lady that's in her 30s. He can't get a 45-year-old and want a kid. He's got to get a 30-some-year-old.
That's my problem.
Early 30s.
That's what's my problem with men that who want to decide later if they want to have kids, though, because you're not going to find somebody your age that's going to put their body at risk. It's already a risk at any age.
Yeah.
So to be 40 years old and up and, you know, trying to decide if you want to have kids and you're not sure, you on the fence, to me, it's too late. You know what I mean? And you're going to have to date somebody much younger than you because they're probably either going to have very few kids or be open to having more kids versus a woman that's 40. Mm-hmm. And that's what I don't like about that. You know, it's like, get your life together, and we're going to get to his finances because that's not even together, but we're going to get to that. Because he don't even have no real job. He talking about, first they said he was a journalist. And then he said he was an entrepreneur, a Shawntrepreneur. Boy, shut up. What, that mean you ain't got no job.
Me just then.
That mean you ain't got no job. And I peeped that, okay? So that's why he's on the fence about whether he wants to have kids, because believe it or not, men really want to be financially stable. Most men who have their priorities right want to be financially stable before they have kids. And that's what probably has kept him from having kids this whole time, because he hasn't been stable, and it sounds like he still ain't stable.
He not.
Because on next week's episode, he talked about he could pay a bill or two.
Child, what?
We got more than 2 bills that need to be paid.
Where the man said a bill or two.
No.
At least he didn't say he won't be one. He said one.
He said a bill or two. That means one.
Okay.
One or two.
Well, maybe that might be the house payment. Then that would be one big bill.
Hopefully it's a big bill. If his check ain't big, the house payment ain't no big bill either. But anyway.
Well, that's the one I'll hand him.
Okay. Let's move on to Aisha and Phil. Now, Aisha is the blonde, and Phil got the underbite, under lisp or whatever it is.
Girl, move on.
Somebody said, I wrote down. I said, I like the fact that Phil consoled her while she was breaking down, but I think she should go to therapy before she gets into her next relationship if she's going to be with somebody who's interested in having kids. Or maybe they should go together, because I have friends and, people who have been through trying to get pregnant and it not working out and stuff. That's very traumatic on a relationship. You guys need to explore all the options so you don't put yourself at harm. Adoption, surrogacy, in vitro, and all this other kind of stuff,
It seemed like they all this week was talking, well, not all of them, but most of them was talking about having kids this week.
Yeah, they were.
Mm-hmm. But, you can't wait till you get 40 lady, 50 man, and then say, oh, I want to have kids. It might be a little harder.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
They can still do it, but it might be very hard.
Yeah, it's just gonna pose more challenges than if you were.
Yeah, it's very risky.
Younger. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people are waiting right now because dating is dookie, and so
we've been in a pandemic. They really hadn't met a man in the pandemic unless they met him online. And you can't get a baby online. You
Oh
know?
my goodness. The pandemic ain't really slowed nobody's journey down on having kids. Unless you're not in a relationship. But
I mean, if they're not in a relationship, it slowed it down because
it's only been a year or two.
It's been almost 2 years.
But I mean,
if I'm 38 and it's been 2 years, I'm 40 now.
well, okay.
Really? Okay.
She said, "Hurry up."
Let's move on to Naeem and Camille. Now, Naeem is my favorite guy on the show. I do. I wish him and Zodia would hook up. But anyway, because they my favorites. And then we have Camille, which got the bad attitude.
Oh yeah, Camille.
Oh Lord, not Camille.
Yeah. Now, the very first thing that I did not like that Camille said, and that black people who don't know, like black people who disrespect our own culture is really what gets on my nerves, honestly. Because Camille said, yeah, Naeem came in with his power to the people dashiki on.
Girl, bye.
And that was nice looking. That outfit he had on was nice. I liked it.
Yes, first of all, that was a traditional
nice.
African attire. That was not a
very
dashiki.
Nice.
And he looked clean.
Yeah, he was clean. That was a whole suit, girl.
Those look nice to me. I actually wish that more black men would start wearing those two-piece sets because I think they look nice.
Yeah, that one was
And
really
they do.
nice.
Okay, don't come over here with your two-piece set on, honey. I'm gonna say, okay, King.
Yeah.
Like it's nice looking to me, but she was shading him for that. I'm like, girl, you know what? You already trash to me. But anyway.
Yeah. Then she was looking at him real funny.
Yeah, I'm like.
And I'm looking at her like, okay, he's clean.
Anyway, I wrote down Camille just does not have a good personality, and that's what it boils down to. And I'm gonna stick beside it. Okay, she does not have a good personality. She's not fun to talk to. She's not personable. She's not kind. And even on top of all of that, like she's not funny. Nothing about her is appealing to me when it comes to her personality.
Ooh, at all.
She asked, how do you see yourself playing a role in my child's life?
Girl, what?
This is our first date, isn't it? I don't even know your child. What is your child name? How old is your child? Like, I don't think you can ask somebody how they see themselves playing a role in your child's life when they don't know you. Yeah. You know, that's the first thing. And Naeem said, I don't,
Girl, you don't know what he said.
He said, well, what did Naeem say?
Yeah, I don't remember what Naeem said.
Yeah, I don't remember what Naeem said, but I think he said something I agreed with. He was just kind of like, girl, I don't know.
I think he said, can you order him a drink or something?
Yeah, I think he did.
He probably just said, I'm done already. Let me just order something.
Then she asked Naeem about how much money he makes, his finances. Do you think that's appropriate to ask?
No, you don't even know this man. How you going to ask this man how much money he make? No, not yet. If you get with me, you with me, you said you going to be with me or whatever, you can ask me then. But
right.
Don't walk up to me and ask me right now how much money I'm making, okay?
So you think the appropriate, first of all, I want to say that if you know what somebody's occupation is and how long they've been doing it, you can make an assumption about how much money they make.
Or she can Google and find out how much they usually make doing that.
Exactly. Yeah. That's number one. Mm-hmm. But you think you need to be in a relationship to figure out how much money somebody makes first?
Yeah. I mean, no. You know what?
Like boyfriend and girlfriend.
Well, if you there and you've been there months and months, you know y'all gonna try to make it work. Yeah, you can ask them then.
Okay.
But don't just walk up to somebody with, Jazmyn, I need to know how much money you make.
Well, they were on a date, but she didn't walk up to him. They were on a date.
Oh, I know. But I'll just walk up to you right now and say how much you make.
Okay, none of your business.
Okay.
She won't tell me anyway.
I won't. She's looking for somebody to pay her student loans, I wrote down. Because, you know, she got 17 master's degrees, and we already talked about that. But anyway, yeah.
And going to class.
He said that, Naeem said at the end of the day, he didn't click it with Camille because he's looking for a more grounded woman, okay? That means a woman with some more sense. And I agree with him, okay?
Girl.
I wrote down, I think she's very insecure. And, yeah.
She's
insecure.
attitude.
And that's just the main thing about her that makes her have a nasty attitude.
Yeah.
Let's move on to Sabrina and Frank and Dante and Mumin. They had a double date where they went golfing or whatever. Sabrina was dancing. Did y'all see Sabrina was popping it and dropping it like it was hot? Like she was.
She was.
Like she was Meg the pony because she wasn't a stallion, but she was Meg the pony. I said Frank and Newman said that they were gonna Lady in the Tramp a piece of shrimp. Baby, that's noodles you're supposed to do that with. You can't both bite a piece of shrimp.
Oh yeah, that was very weird. They had that little piece of shrimp, and she tried to bite a piece. He tried to bite. I'm like, what is going on here?
Yeah, that was awkward.
Yeah, that was very, very awkward. You do that with maybe some cake or something.
And did you see? I know you saw because we were watching it together. Frank looked into the camera at one point. I'm like, he trying to be on TV.
Oh yeah, he looked around like this.
He looked directly into the camera like I be doing on my videos. I'm like, oh my god.
We bring our face real close like that.
Oh my god.
Y'all too much.
Anyway, Dante has 3 baby mamas. At least 3 kids with 3 baby mamas. I said he has poor decision making skills.
Okay.
Because baby, if you got 3 kids, 3 baby mamas, you need to be focused on them. Because that's a whole basketball team you gotta wrangle every day of your life. So you need to be focused on that. Okay, so Frank and Newman, at one point, this is why I have a problem with some of y'all. Frank said he's a hypersexual person. Do you know what that is?
Well, we looked it up, didn't I?
Yeah, we looked it up because I was like, I don't even know what that means.
Me either, so we Googled it.
And you know what? This is why I have a problem with some of y'all. A lot of people on the internet and on TV be using words that they don't even know what it means.
Okay.
They don't even know what it means. Because when you look up a hypersexual person, it's basically somebody who has a toxic relationship with sex.
Exactly.
Like, it can ruin their relationships, their job. He's basically saying that he thinks about sex constantly to the point to where it's unhealthy for him.
Okay.
And I know that's not what he meant, because who brags about that? Well, I'm a hypersexual person.
And if he was, he wouldn't have been sitting in that chair that quiet. He would have been like, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, he would have been somewhere with a prostitute.
He would have been somewhere going like, I got to get me a woman somewhere.
Right.
Right now.
So I don't think that's what he meant. I think he meant he's a sexual person.
Yeah.
That enjoys intimacy, but not a hypersexual. So you don't even know what you're talking about, Frank. I hope that ain't what you meant anyway.
Close your legs.
Moving on. But I guess the last thing I'll say about Frank and Newman, their connection was fine. And then Dante, I don't even want him to connect with nobody, child. He needs to focus on his kids.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tasha and Shawn, or Tassia. Somebody said Jazmyn. It's Tassia. My bad. Tassia and Shawn went on a date.
Tasha.
And can y'all believe that Tassia was being very giggly and kind with Shawn? That shocked me. Her personality changed, didn't it?
Yeah.
I ain't never seen Tassia act like this. She talk about, yeah, I like to cook.
Girl.
I'm a Southern woman and I go to church. She ain't never said nothing like that.
She probably been practicing that night.
She been practicing. When she almost got eliminated twice, she changed her tune, didn't she?
Mm-hmm. She had to come up with a new gig.
Rude awakening.
But at least she could take feedback well. I wrote down, Shawn said that he needs and wants to be more religious and more spiritual. So he's looking for somebody that can help him with that. No, baby, you got to do that on your own.
Yeah.
You got to do that on your own, honey. You can't look for a woman to come in and try to fix and improve your spiritual life or any other parts of your life. You have to do that's on you.
Yes.
The heck?
Mm-hmm.
The hell?
He said, I've been raised by people like that, and I went to school with people like that. Shawn, bye. Because you don't even know what you're talking about. What, you've been raised by people like that? You mean spiritual and religious people?
Can't even say it.
Child, bye. That let me know he not serious. I don't take Shawn seriously. I don't. I wrote down Shawn is so boring, it makes it look like Tassia got a good personality.
Wow.
Girl. Okay.
I'm sorry, that was a little boring date and their jokes was corny. They just 2 little socially awkward people together, and that's good for them. That's good. I'm happy for them.
Yeah.
And then let's move on to the final date, the final official date with Courtney and Cornelius. This was a trip. Cornelius said that he wants somebody that he can kick it and kill the red carpet with. What red carpet Cornelius on?
Please show me.
What red carpet?
What red carpet? At church? Cause that's the only thing you done talked about. What red carpet is you on, Cornelius?
None.
Child, please. I ain't even seen Cornelius kill the red carpet. His outfits be a mess. What is he talking about? Child, anyway.
Camo pants.
I wrote down, I love Courtney's hair and the highlights, but the shape was off. The curls all in her eyes. Y'all don't have to have y'all curls in y'all eyes like this. How you gonna be on a date? How you gonna be on a date when the curl is in your eyes like this? Yeah. Can you see me? Can you see my eyes?
But that's kind of cute, though.
That's not cute. That's not cute. You can't even drive like this.
Oh, let me see.
Okay, you gotta pull.
About me too.
You gotta pull them curls. Your curls ain't in your eye. You gotta pull them curls up off of your eyes, girl. You gotta fluff them or something. You know. Anyway,
it's a hazard.
Courtney said that she's a boss and she makes stuff happen.
Girl, be quiet, please.
What? How? That's what I be asking men. When men be like, I'm a boss, I be like, okay, how?
Cricket.
You got employees? Because you gotta
That's
have
what
employees to be a boss, babe.
Oh, I was thinking that. They the boss. The supervisor.
Okay, supervisor. You mean you a manager? Some of y'all a manager talk about y'all the boss, but anyway. And then Courtney was pressuring Cornelius to have sex, which I didn't get. She said either you're gonna come off of the bench and da da da. Cornelius is obviously saving himself for a committed relationship, and he don't want to sleep with you. And in fact, the fact that she's throwing herself at him turned him off. He wasn't into it.
And sure was not.
She had her hand all on his thigh, talking about some, you're gonna come off the bench, or you're gonna play in the game, or you're gonna get out the league, or whatever she said. But if this was a man talking to a woman about this would not be okay. Why are you pressuring him to sleep with you?
Right.
For what? Is that all you offer? Is that all you can bring to the table? Because that's all you've talked about every time you guys get together.
She need that other guy, the hypersexual guy.
Exactly. She need to be with Frank.
Whatever he said he was.
Yeah, they both hypersexual. They need to be together.
She need him.
At the end of the day, Courtney is the one that got eliminated. She met with Walter, and he said that she called herself assertive and aggressive. But Walter told her that the men told her she gives off a homie vibe. This is what the men said about her in the round table too. They said that she's a friend zone type of girl, and she's not ready to love.
AKA a good time girl. And that's it. Nothing more.
And Courtney was sad about that because she said at the end of the day, she wasn't finished going after what she wanted. Yeah. And I said, girl, well, what you wanted was finished going after you.
Yep, you finished. They finished it for you.
Okay, El fin. Anyway, and then Dante and Camille met. Camille survived this episode. Yeah. And she said she has class at 7:00 and she gotta go. I know. I'm like, you in school getting another degree or you teaching? Please tell me you teaching at this point.
Please.
And she said Dante needs to hurry up. Then she said when she almost got eliminated, she said that the men were hating. Girl, the men have no reason to hate on you. They're trying to figure out if you're somebody that they want to date. Yeah. And you're rude. So the men were not hating. They were trying to give you some constructive criticism, but you'll be gone next episode because of your attitude.
Yeah.
At least we hope.
Any final thoughts?
We'll just wait till next week and see what happens.
I have a feeling next week is going to be a really good episode.
Yeah. They're probably going to eliminate about 3 people next week.
Anyway, we'll be on time next week. And if y'all ain't subscribed to my channel by now, then at this point, you are what?
We not gonna be on time, but you a hater.
You a hater. Oh my gosh. She don't even know.
Yes, I
do. You a hater.
I forgot. If you don't subscribe to her channel, you missing out on everything.
Okay. We'll
a lot of fun and everything. I think that's how she said it. You missing out on a lot of fun and everything. Period.
Okay, see y'all later. Bye.